Let's go.
Pittsburgh Steelers fans, thanks for joining us for another Wednesday night episode of not Smash the Gas podcast. We already did that. Now we done smashed the gas and drove all the way into the future. Now we pumping our brakes right here on the Pump Your Brakes podcast on the Steel Curtain Network and the KnoItAllz channel with the fellas in the building. Let him cook. Let him cook. Let Big G cook. Big G in the building. What's up, man? How you doing, Big G?
That sign ain't for me. That's for the triple OG triple. Because I think he's gonna be cooking tonight. So I let him cook.
He feeling good, man. He just left the barber shop. He was telling us how he got all cleaned up and stuff like that. So hey, I know he's ready to share some knowledge and share some games. So triple OG Shannon White, what's up with you, man?
I'm excited. I am. I'm ready. Preseason first game's almost upon us, and yeah, I got trimmed up, and I let them spend a lot more time on the beer because they don't have to spend as much time up here anymore.
It's over with on the top, huh? It's over with.
A little bit, but I just keep it short.
I know that how that is too. I told my wife one day, man, I gotta stop looking down with it to look.
Oh Lord!
You that thinning?
Yeah, it's out of here.
I gotta stop putting my head down on the pod.
Yeah, that Tate, you don't listen. We know you from the same area that LeBron James is from, but don't let that happen to that line, dog.
LeBron's doing like yours. LeBron's losing from here back. That's where you losing at.
Yeah, but not that much though. I still got a full head of hair.
I always see a cap on. Cat flip to the back. That's all I'm saying.
Hey man, that's my dog. You know. But I still got a full head of hair, bro. I'm telling you, I do.
Full head of hair, you do. But I'm talking about Stephen A. Smith from here to here. It's moving.
Yeah, the forehead look a little big. The forehead look a little big.
Head, but so does Stephen A. Smith. So I'll just say like that. You know,
that's true.
I'm 6'2". The average person, I'm taller than. If I'm sitting down in a restaurant, somebody walk behind me. They see this. If I'm just standing up or I stay straight on camera, you see all hair.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's true.
We both got our issues, right? But we all got our issues. Yes. We all in our 50s. So you expected to have issues. That's a minor issue when you hit that 50 ball.
Mm-hmm. That's facts. I'm trying to go. What's the thing called where they put it where they hook you up? Right there. Not the Beijing part.
Beijing.
I'm going to give me some Beijings. I'm going to give me some Beijings, bro.
Hey man, you go down and see Drake. Drake can do that now, man. I've seen these jokers just super thinner than me. You just fill it up. Look like it's talk to Drake, man. I'm telling you.
I mean, I still, I got a crispy hairline.
Yeah,
but,
but it's back here, but you got a crispy hairline.
As a kid, it was down here.
Yeah.
As an adult, it's up here. It's up here, dog. It's up here.
If y'all pay attention, all my Steelers fans, I love the show and stuff. Watch the different Steelers podcasts. You watch Locked On Steelers with my boy Chris Carter on there, man. He got his barber be taking his line back because you can see when the hair is starting to grow on his forehead. That's how you know your barber that went too far back with your line.
Mm-hmm.
I pay attention to stuff, man. So I'm saying that ain't no shot at nobody. That's just matter of observance and facts.
It is facts.
I bent over, showed you my facts, but
that is facts. That is facts. Yeah.
But yeah, man, fellas, we're gonna talk about the Steelers, the excitement. The excitement is building. Like Shannon said, this first preseason game is Saturday night. Looking forward to watching it. Even though, we're not gonna see none of the star players.
Mm-mm.
But before we get into talking, we'll finish with that. Expectations for the game. Who you excited to see? We know one of the players we probably were not going to see is Will Howard, the quarterback. I think a lot of us were looking forward to seeing him in actual game action. He got hurt at practice yesterday, injured his hand. on the CQ exchange. Still managed to roll out and fire a pass downfield and complete it, I believe. And, his hand was someone with his hand.
I ain't never heard of nobody breaking their hand on the snap.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've never heard of that. I really haven't.
Tate, Shannon sound like, how you get fired on your off day?
Yeah, it's kind of like, I've never heard of that.
How you get fired on your off? How you break your hand on a handoff? What the hell is going on up there?
I heard it. Running back, going back, but the snap. I mean, good gosh, I knew Frazier's strong, but I didn't know he was that strong.
Yeah, he got to be conscious of his snapping.
Yeah, goodness.
Aaron Rodgers got old bones.
Yes,
yeah.
Yes.
In his wrists, in his hands.
Well, see, I got a question about that since we've already brought it up.
Go ahead.
All right, now he's going to miss the whole preseason.
Yep.
All right, now if they put him on IR now, if they can, I don't know how that works. He'd have to go through waivers, right?
Yes.
Then,
no, he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to. If he gets placed on IR, he's on the physically unable to perform list, and it would be week 6 or 7 that he could come off the list. Because he would be a designation.
But they could turn it into a red shirt season, so to speak.
Basically.
But see, I don't want him to do that. I'd rather them keep him as the third emergency quarterback because he'll be ready by the beginning of the year. The reason why is I think he's got some promise. And I'd rather him have more access to practice, even though limited reps, but with Rodgers, an older guy, if they just go with Rudolph and him, they would be some practice reps. And he would be part of the game planning where he would be more involved in current and not have that separation from teammates. The guys say they have. They don't feel like part of the team when they're on IR. So I would actually rather they keep him around and putting him on the IR. What do y'all think?
Tate, I'm gonna let you answer, bro.
Oh, I mean, I definitely like to see him not going to IR and not be out for the season. I mean, theoretically, if he was an average rookie and the Steelers had their quarterback moving forward already, then yes. You know what I mean? You just go ahead and roll with the starting quarterback, which is Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers, no guarantee he'll be back next year, and Mason Rudolph. And you're probably good to put him on that. And Skylar Thompson is an emergency case. Maybe you look for somebody better than Skylar Thompson once cuts happen. But being that the Steelers need to know something, need to let him be in practice, getting scout team reps, getting mental reps when he's available, being in the room with Aaron Rodgers and Mason Rudolph, all that stuff that,
You'll miss that if he's on IR.
That's facts.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
so
facts.
I think I would go ahead and have him be on the roster as an emergency third string quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, 3 weeks, he doesn't require surgery. He's going to be in a cast. I mean, dog, suck it up. I mean, you're not going to be able to necessarily throw. Tell you about to get me with a no diddy, but you guys not going to necessarily be able to throw the ball. But absolutely, it's the mind aspect of reviewing the game plan, understanding formation sets, watching film with Aaron Rodgers, basically sitting here taking as much notation you can because your hand is messed up, and also after 3 weeks, he needs to start throwing the ball immediately.
Yes,
like immediately needs to start throwing the ball.
Hey, Big-G.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you this. One of the reasons why is I think he has some promise. Even as a backup moving forward. But the next 2 drafts, now you know this more than I do. What I'm hearing is the next 2 drafts are potentially good for quarterbacks.
Quarterback heavy.
Not just this year. I mean, but the next year
as well. Yeah.
Yes, the next year too. What I'm saying is let's say the Steelers have an opportunity to have a great pick, maybe even trade up for a player, and they wait to take their quarterback till the next year in that draft class. And like when the Bengals took Jamar Chase instead of Penei Sewell, I thought that was crazy. But we see how good Jamar Chase has turned out to be. Sometimes there's a guy sitting there, you're just like, he's a can't miss superstar. I'm not going to take a questionable quarterback reach, maybe, when I know this guy could be a star. That's why I want to see Howard the Steelers need to know everything they can. They need to learn everything they can about him this year.
Tate, I know I'm sidebarring a little bit, but Shannon, to be honest, if you're going to get a quarterback, you want to get him this next year because the 2027 draft for wide receivers is ridiculous. So that's where you get your receiver. You get your quarterback in 26, you get your receiver in 27. To me, 27's draft class, headed by one Mr. Jeremiah Smith, is going to be ridiculous.
Now, I mean, it's true. It could be, yeah. I mean, yeah. But I just want to see him learn all they can about Howard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think why he can be exposed to Aaron Rodgers and Mason Rudolph too. Because, that might be his ceiling. He might be a quality backup, but he needs that. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him go on the IR for a 3-week injury.
Yeah. No, they shouldn't. They should leave him active on the roster. Let Skylar Thompson be the camp body.
Yeah.
Let do whatever else he needs to do in order to get him through the preseason. When the season starts, you can either cut Skylar Thompson or put him on the practice squad or whatever you want to do with him. Let him clear waivers and do whatever.
Yeah.
But Howard needs to be the third team quarterback going into the season. Emergency only. He's not going to play. I mean, unless Rodgers and Rudolph get hurt week 1, week 2, God forbid, knock on wood, that none of that happens.
Yeah.
But, he's not going to see any significant time. So by week
let's
3,
be honest,
he'll be healed totally. He'll be healed
let's
totally.
Be honest, if Rodgers and Rudolph get hurt that quickly, that's a sign that this offensive line sucks and it hasn't improved. And they're not going anywhere this year anyway.
Yeah, the season's a wash anyway.
Yeah, it's a wash. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, so you might as well throw Howard in there, right away.
Yep.
So you can see what you have. So, yeah, it's a win-win for the Steelers. But, Shannon and Kev, I believe this and wholeheartedly. I believe that the plan, regardless if Will Howard was going to play all through the preseason, the plan I think still is in round 1 of next year's draft for the Steelers to draft a quarterback. Who that player is, and we don't know yet because they haven't played yet in the collegiate season. But I think the plan is going into 2026 to draft a quarterback. I think that's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Osborne said we need a quarterback and a wide receiver next year. I don't know yet, bro. I don't know. Just pump your brakes. Just wait a minute. We're gonna see.
Well, I mean, I think you run into the dilemma that, like Shannon said, you want as much intel on Will Howard as you can possibly get.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he could be the guy, if you draft a guy and Will Howard's a better quarterback and beats him out because you don't wait till next year to know what you got, then you could use that first-round pick somewhere else.
Facts.
You don't have to trade all the assets. You could use 7 or 8 of them 12 picks you got, even the ones from the 1st through the 5th round, and load up.
Hey, Tate, and look at the guys. Look at the guys they passed on to take Kenny Pickett.
That was a big trash. What? Oh,
we're
gonna get to it. Oh, we're gonna get to it. I can't wait till we baby ass big trash.
That's our boy Kevin Colbert trying to leave a legacy.
Get him out of here.
But with that being said, man, we're gonna shout out some of the people in the live chat for about 40 seconds. Then we're gonna jump to break and come back and talk about it. Let's see who's here. Big G, Jar Devil, Bigfoot Bob, Craig Werlow. Is that
Mark Stewart?
Pickens, you big dummy. Eric Parker,
Pickens.
Jack Bauer, Danny Littlejohn, Reginald Rivers, 301. Mother of Afton, Kathy in the building. Is that Saul Steelers 36?
Yep. Luke
Mark
Cage.
Cunningham is back with us.
Luke
Claude
Cage,
in the
Mr.
building.
Woodside. Get Claude out of here.
Man, I love when Claude in the building, man.
Frosty the Bear 69 in here. Boxing Man in here too. Mark Stewart in here. Big Punishment. Man, we got a lot of people. How many people we got watching this live right now, Tate?
About 92.
Y'all, we need about 150. What's going on?
See, I can't see no more.
Yeah.
I hate this new stuff because I can't highlight nothing. I can't see. I mean, I feel like a guest every week.
The steel curtain got rid of the account. That's why we on the KnoItAllz channel, because we got the same stuff, but you're not in the KnoItAllz channel part of it. That's why you can't see nothing.
I know, but I feel like a guest every week.
That's okay, Shannon. You're all right. You're all right. We're all right. We got about y'all listen. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed to the KnoItAllz channel, which now you can catch the video episode of Pump Your Brakes, you need to subscribe to the video channel of the KnoItAllz podcast on YouTube to be able to catch content like Pump Your Brakes, like Smash the Gas, like the KnoItAllz, and all the different other shows that we do on the pod. Now, you can watch it on Steel Curtain Network or listen to it wherever you get your audio podcasts. But right now, most of y'all are watching it live on YouTube in some capacity. So rock on out with the KnoItAllz podcast, man. We ain't but like 80 people away from making sure that we got a 1K sub. So, you know how we get down, Tate. Tate,
Don't be watching my lips.
Yeah, I seen
Mark
something.
Cunningham, Chaz in the building. Trying to get through this. Dre in the building, was here last time. Dre Green. Vegas TJG. Kevin Osborne. Got something to say, Shannon?
Are we going to take a break?
As soon as I get done with the shout out to live
Okay,
chat.
well, I got something I got to say when we come back and break.
All right. Derpy Entertainment.
Robert Rhodes is in there. Frosty the Bear. We got a lot of people, bro.
We do, man, because I can't get to the end of this yet. Luke Cage in the building.
Craig.
AFL 67. Jaime in the building. Brent Howe. All right, I think I might be at the end.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so if you're watching on YouTube, we're gonna take our first 2 breaks. Don't go anywhere. You know how it go. Have to have a moment to hear some words for people listening on audio from our partners and advertisers.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be right back shortly and get into the football talk in the Steelers quarterback room since Big Ben retired and what it looks like going forward. Be right back after this. And we're back on the Pump Your Brakes podcast. Your boy Tate in the building. Got my boy Reggie Rivers taking a shot at me with the hole in my head. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Go ahead with what you had to say before we cut the break, man.
Well, we was talking earlier about what the Steelers' plans are for the next couple of drafts, regardless of what happens this year.
Mm-hmm.
But as somebody said, and it's a great point. They might be looking for a left tackle. I mean, if you don't want to bring in your young quarterback and put him behind Trace line. And I know a couple of these positions I'm confident about. And his last names are Frazier and Fautanu. After that, I think McCormick's going to pan out. But the other side, the left side, is not good. It's not looking well. Samalu's hurt still, and Jones, we don't know yet. So, we have to keep. That's why we're talking about this. What order they take a quarterback and wide receiver, whatever. Because also, what if they go for McLaurin? I know Big-G said it can happen that they can go for McLaurin, and then you don't need a wide receiver.
Yeah.
But
So,
if you go for McLaurin, you're giving us some of your capital you need to get that quarterback next year.
Well, they can always accumulate more next draft time or next offseason for the following year. So, I mean, I'm just saying it could change. We got, you always want to plan, but you got to be flexible enough to have plan B, plan C. You know what I mean?
I'm not ready to throw Jones under the bus yet. He stacked 2 practices.
I'm not either.
He stacked 2 practices, Shannon. His last 2 practices, he looked really, really well.
Well, as Allen Iverson said, practice. We're talking about practice.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't focus in practice, what's going to happen when the game comes?
Well, the deal was this was a quote from Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers stated that Jones has all the athletic talent and ability. The issue is his confidence. And he said the exact same thing about Roman Wilson. He said Roman Wilson can play. But they're looking to me for approval. He said every time Jones, because they quick set from an offensive line standpoint position, right? So every time Jones doesn't quick set right, he's almost like pouting. because he knows he's going to get disapproval from Aaron Rodgers. Same difference with Roman Wilson. When he's running a 10-yard dig or comeback route, and like he's looking for the approval of Rodgers, and Rodgers is saying, look, young fellas, I just need you guys to be pro football players. So I think that Aaron has been talking to them from a confidence standpoint, and that's why you've had back-to-back days where they stacked practices and they did really well, Shannon.
I hope Aaron Rodgers is a miracle worker and he can make this work. Roman Wilson has no confidence because he's never really played in the NFL before. Ryder Jones has played 2 years, but he should be farther along at this point. I understand. I think he was playing out of position. I don't think it has nothing to do with physical ability. It has to do with confidence and maturity. What I mean, let's look at Georgia's program. They win a national title. You got George Pickens, total bubblehead. You got Jones, who can't focus and can't complete a play. You had their quarterback from that championship team was out of the NFL due to alcoholism. You have Carter, who's one of the best defenders in the NFL. Look at all the issues he's had and some maturity issues, but he's just so talented, we overlook. I'm wondering about that Georgia program. They're putting out great teams, but are they putting out great individuals? Because I don't see the maturity. I think these guys are being coddled. So when they come in and they have to do things more on their own, they can't handle the stress and they don't have the confidence. I'm not going to throw Jones away yet. I'm hoping he's going to. I'm just saying that I got to see it this year before I'm for sure saying, because next draft it could be the Steelers might have a shot at the number one highest ranked tackle.
Hell no. We ain't gonna get him. That Alabama tackle, we ain't getting him, dog. He going number 2 or number 3 overall.
Well, that might be a little too expensive for the Steelers. But what I'm saying is it could be a superstar that makes them rethink who they're going to take at that first pick. Right now we're saying quarterback, but we don't know.
Well, Shannon, that's why we pivoted from the big trash Bulldogs, and we went and got Let's Go Bucks.
Yes.
We got Buckeyes everywhere right now. We trying to get a Buckeye wide receiver over there, bro.
Yeah. I feel much better about that. Yes. Yeah.
Let's go Bucks. Let's get some more Buckeyes on the squad. Things are going to work out well for us, bro. Things going to work out well.
As far as Broderick Jones goes, he has underachieved, but I mean I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt for playing on the side he wasn't used to for 2 years. I think that was some of the Steelers coddling, some of Coach Tomlin's coddling, not having the expectation that Dan Moore needs to go to the left side. I got a first-round pick. I mean, to the right side, Dan Moore. So I got a first-round pick that I'm invested in to play left tackle. So now why do I want to put him on the right side that he hasn't played before and make him learn it when Dan Moore, you a 4th-round pick that we just got forced into a starter spot. Either you going to move to the right and get it or we're going to get somebody to fill in the right, but we have an investment in Broderick Jones. We need to get him on the left as soon as possible. So this is a big year for him to me. I think, he has all the intangibles in way of athleticism and size and strength and all those things. He just needs to put it together up here like you guys have said. The Georgia program, Shannon, may be onto something, but I think Jalen Carter, outside of that racing and driving fast before the draft, I think he's been pretty clean in the NFL. I haven't heard anything bad about him.
It's more the 15-yard penalties being a little bit of a hothead. Trying to push through a coach to get with a guy during the play, after a play, and he's on the sidelines.
Yeah, okay.
Stuff like that. I mean, I love intensity, but intensity, show it on the field. When the play's going on, pile drive that guy. I don't care what you do. But when you're on the sidelines, stay out of it.
Right. No, I don't disagree with you there.
Shannon, get that Georgia Bulldog mess out of here. You know what time it is.
Yes.
Chips Ahoy cookies.
Yes.
We want players that got Ahoy cookies. Chips.
Well, they moved away from that this draft. They really did.
Yeah. Let's go back.
I'm gonna get a graphic with a train crashing because y'all will hijack the conductor seat and the train. What do you call a train driver?
An engineer.
Engineer.
Conductor. The conductor.
The conductor seats people and runs the train, but
Diddy.
You call him Diddy? What?
God.
He's saying because he drives the train. Okay.
Oh, Shannon said, yeah. Hey, that's a no Diddy, Tate. Yeah, because
Hey,
Shannon caught that,
Shannon-
bro. Shannon caught that. That's a no Diddy.
On me or on Shannon?
No Diddy.
You got to chill.
Yo, on you.
All right. All right.
Claude, hey, Claude got a super chat, bro.
Thank. Keep me up on the super chats, man, because I'm on.
I
got
can't
you.
do it anymore.
I got you.
You can't see the comments.
No, I can't, but I used to highlight them.
Look at Claude.
Go ahead and read his comments, Big-G. Thanks, Claude, for the fives, man. We definitely, we always appreciate you. I don't care what Big G say about you off stage, backstage, Claude. You my guy.
Hey, man, you just dry snitched on me, dog. that was, come on, dog. You out there dry snitching, man. Claude Bishop, man, $5. He said, if you think that the Steelers are going to sign two $30 million wide receivers, then I suggest you stop drinking that Thunderbird. Well, Claude, let's talk about it. They don't have a quarterback that they're not going to have to pay for about 4 years. If Jones doesn't work out, they're not going to have to pay him. The only young guy that's going to make any money off this current roster right away in the immediate next 2 years is JPJ, if he pans out. Everybody else, you got him under contract for an extensive time. So under the current cap and how it works, you could pay two $30 million wide receivers if you wanted to. Now, I don't think the Steelers are going to do it, but who the hell are you paying? You ain't paying nobody else. And all the one-year contracts we have on the current roster, stop that, Claude. Stop it. So, I want to put him in the rubber room for that.
They need to pay somebody on offense. Because, again, they've got a huge divide between the defense and the offense.
Mm-hmm. Well, DK got his bread, right? Moof already got his bread. So the next dude up is Jones. Look at that. Look at them big lips.
But who else could you say on offense is getting paid?
Nobody, because they all babies.
That's what I'm saying. It's all
no Diddy.
I told you about looking at my lips, man. But you could be like, man, Tate, you on mute. That's a fine. You like to say, look at your lips moving. But nah, I agree. I mean, DK got paid. They're paying Freiermuth top 7, 8 tight end money. Jonnu Smith top 7, 8 tight end money. I think Freiermuth could be on the block next year if he don't have like a really, really huge season in this offense this year. Because then I think Jonnu Smith's on a shorter contract. They would just roll with him and then draft another tight end and start that clock over. Mm-hmm. Quarterback won't be getting paid. I think Broderick Jones, I mean, his 5th-year option, you could pick it up or you might be able to lowball him. So not paying nobody on offense. So theoretically, by the time a new quarterback is ready to get paid, you'll be coming off DK's 5-year deal, which this being the first year. And
TJ's.
I think I see McLaurin getting a 3-year deal at most.
Mm-hmm. TJ's will be done. Ramsey's will be done. They'll be done.
Hey, in 2027, they're supposed to have top 3 amount of cap space in the NFL.
That is big. That's super big fact, Shannon. Yeah. That's super big fact. So Claude, Tate, put him in the rubber room $4 to $5, man.
Can we just say he punched drunk?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey.
Go ahead. Out there drinking all that damn Padron.
And that Dose. Back up off it, Claude.
That Dose. Hey,
if y'all seen who is the most dominant player on offensive camp? Darnell Washington.
Oh, well, big, yeah.
He's been unstoppable.
We just talked about the tight end room and Aaron Rodgers.
But nobody mentioned him.
Shannon. Tate.
Hey, Big G, I gotta give you credit. I gave you credit for something else this week. What I give you credit for this week?
Jeremiah Smith.
Oh yeah. Well, you the one saying you call him the best wide receiver of all time. He could be. I thought that was a hot take, but it's literally a discussion people are having about it in Ohio and Cleveland and circles like that. But his attributes are off the chart compared to anybody ever drafted at receiver. As of right now, he can't even be eligible for the draft next year.
Yeah. And Darnell Washington, I've been telling y'all, it was the quarterback issue. It was Justin and Russie. It was, bro. Aaron, listen, I'm telling y'all, Bubba Franks. I'm going to call out some names that Aaron Rodgers had. Bubba Franks, Jermichael Finley. Listen, Darnell Washington about to be killing them this year.
Mercedes Lewis.
Mercedes Lewis, that's what he's like, Tate. That's what he's gonna be out there killing them. He's gonna be out there killing them.
I think he's more athletically gifted than any of them guys.
Yeah, and he weighed 3. Tate, you got the videotape? You got videotape with Mount Washington and them, man, so the fans can see it, bro.
I think I deleted after the last show. I did.
You see where he caught the football in the way they shot it from the sidelines? The ball disappeared, and he
Shannon, if Tate can get if Tate can get the videotape back up, so the fans can actually see, they're not going to believe what they're going to. Matter of fact, they're going to say it's CGI. If Tate's able to get this videotape back up there on the screen, the fans are going to say it's CGI. Watch this, y'all.
Here's the thing. They're talking about him moving to tackle, a la Larry Brown back in the steel curtain.
No.
Hey, use him now, and because he blocks like a tackle, but he catches and runs like a top tight end. He's ultimate weapon if they use him right. We said that last year, but like you said, the quarterbacks either couldn't read the D or they were too short to see him.
Tate gonna put that videotape up. I know he got it. Tate is hey man, I gotta give Tate a prop, man. He's him when it comes to the video editing and all whatever else, man. I gotta give my guy the props, bro. He does an outstanding job. He is him. He's him.
I appreciate it, man. It's just low budget. We can't pay nobody, but we need something.
You don't think Aaron Rodgers is gonna find that killer right there, that number 80? You don't think Aaron Rodgers ain't gonna be looking for that killer? That's a killer. Dog, that's what you call unstoppable. Dog, that's unbelievable. I swear, when I first saw it, I was like, that's CGI. There's no way in hell he's that big, but he is.
It was almost criminal how seldom they used him in the red zone last year.
Yeah.
How could you not throw to that guy?
Bro, Rodgers is that is what you call, now Shannon, that's a bulldog.
Yeah.
That's a dog right there. That's a dog. And Rodgers knows it. Rodgers knows he got one. He knows between him, Jonnu Smith, fire move. So to get caught up, go back and rewind and watch the Smash the Gas where I had to school Kirby about tight ends the last episode. I don't want to capture the time because Tate gonna find he already done hit the brakes.
You said about tight ends. Go back and look at last show. So yeah, that was last show. We talking about tight ends. We're supposed to be talking about quarterbacks.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go to Shannon first on this one. So we're gonna work our way up to the current, and we're gonna work quickly now because we've been off the rails for about 7 good minutes. Not 30. We some stuff we had to just talk about and do, but we gotta pick up the pace and catch up now. So
we got another super chat with Claude Tate.
Okay.
No, that's Corey Brown.
Oh, Corey Brown. I'm sorry. My apologies, Corey.
Go ahead, Shannon, and read it for us, would you?
Yes. Thank you, Corey, for the $4.99. He says, I wouldn't mind having Scary Terry, but it was reported that he wants to be a number 1 wide receiver. We need a solid number 2 to go with Calvin Austin. Well, Calvin Austin will be 3rd or 4th if you get Terry to go with DK. And, like I said, if you get them 2 guys, and supposedly McLaurin said he would love to come to Pittsburgh because of the legacy, and he would even come for a little less money. So I'm thinking you might get him for $30 million because he originally said he wanted more than Metcalf.
Yeah.
But he said if he could come to Pittsburgh and play for Tomlin and with the Steelers legacy, he might play for 30. So, it depends on what they have to give up.
because of Corey's super chat. We appreciate you, Corey. I'm gonna allow the train to be off schedule for 2 more minutes. I want to say this. It depends. I like the idea of getting that Terry McLaurin or a beast number 2 receiver, but is the P worth the P, right?
Yeah.
Is the price worth the production? Not that he's not capable of production, but in this system, how's the number 2 receiver get used for $30 million? Are you an 800 yard, 8 touchdown guy for $30 million? You know what I mean? We don't plan on running the offense like the Bengals run, where Joe Burrow drops back and throws it 40 times. So, I like Terry McLaurin, I think. But see, not only the production, but the position that he plays, another P. That's what do you call it? When all you say something, all the letters are the same, you start together. I forgot. Anyway, alliteration. How about that?
Correct.
You ain't know that, Big G.
Yes, I did.
You might have knew it. But no. So, but now, is it worth paying for everything else that opens up for the offense, though? Because if he's on the field, if he's not producing at elite big numbers, him on the field is going to draw the defense all kind of ways, right?
It would be the most dangerous 12 personnel in the NFL, Tate.
Oh, Lord.
It would be the most dangerous. I mean, the 12 personnel sets with McLaurin, DK Metcalf, Washington, Smith, or Frymouth. It don't matter which 2 you run out there. It would be, matter of fact, you actually wouldn't be able to stop the run. You actually wouldn't. There's no way in hell.
You couldn't do both.
You couldn't do both because you got 3 skilled players and the one players you named that probably could and should, but you couldn't double everybody. But 2 of the 3, you got to double. You got to allocate a double to 2 of them.
Yeah, you're in cover 2 or cover 3 the whole defense. You never can play man. Never. You're in cover. So you got 2 eye safeties, which takes 2 out of the box. You're down to 9. And you got to put safety help with the 2 corners, the guy you're going to double team, and McLaurin and DK. You're down to 7. Somebody got to take move. There's 6. And if Washington starts being that guy that they throw seam routes to up the seam, or Jonnu Smith is just out there and they're moving him around in all kind of different kind of ways, bro. Now you're down to 5 in the box. Rodgers audibles to a run because the defense tilts one way or the other. So he audibles to the weak side, and that's 5 to 10 yards every freaking time.
I've always wanted the Steelers offense to be good enough to get it done. And this year I'm excited about the offense and the defense. I'm actually excited to see what it looks like because it's going to be new than what we're used to. The offense and the defense. It's going to be new.
Yes.
Shannon, so let's talk about, I'm going to see if you guys, we can go in order. The first quarterback, Shannon, after Big B in the start of the Steeler game was who?
To start a Steeler game,
after Big B retired. There you go.
Yeah.
What did you think about the acquisition and then the play of Mitch Trubisky?
For what it cost him, I thought it made sense. I was a fan of the young man off the field. Just heard a lot of really good things about him. I thought he'd be a good fit. And it sounded like besides, DJ, him and DJ didn't always see eye to eye, but I think he was a pretty good fit. But they didn't have the line still. They didn't have the running game. They didn't have the coordinator. It was doomed. It's hard to even judge those guys under Matt Canada.
Okay, so you would believe in Mitch Trubisky now?
No. I think that in the right system, like he had a couple of good stretches there with the Bears, but I don't think he was the answer, and I still wouldn't think he was the answer. No.
Okay, Big G. After Mitch Trubisky, who was the quarterback?
Pick a sign, and I'll tell you who he was.
Number 3. Shannon says 3.
The quarterback was Big Trash. Kenny Baby Hands Pickett. Super trash out there. Garbage is on. That's Big Trash. Let's go, man. Yeah. Get him out of here. That's what I think of him.
Baby hands.
That's what I think. Baby hands. Hey, listen. Hey, y'all know how like on the gloves, like I got a pair of Marvin Harrison gloves down here, man. They say 2 and 3X on the thing, right?
Yeah.
Right. Kenny's Pickett's gloves had a Y in it for youth. It
For
said
youth,
Y for
yeah.
for youth. Y for youth.
He's a youth.
He had youth. He had a youth. It was a youth gloves, man. Get him out of here.
So
Get him out of here.
Kenny Pickett came in halftime of the Jets game his rookie season. I think he threw 3 interceptions that first game.
Oh my God, yes.
I think he only got 13 interceptions. 3 of them was that first half that he played in his career. So, I mean, what do you think about the Kenny Pickett era, Big G?
You want to pick another sign? I got him on rotational mix.
I need more than your one word, big trash or dumpster juice. Tell us what you literally thought from in my opinion, Kevin Colbert. Now listen. Let me say something. And I'm real serious right here. An organization, every person in the organization has some level or some responsibility concerning the draft. Everybody, the head coach, the owner, the general manager, the scouting department, they all have some ownership over those picks. However, that last draft, and do your research, Yenzies, Kevin Colbert wasn't trying to hear nothing from Mike Tomlin. Kevin Colbert mindset was, I'm going to pick a legacy quarterback that's going to save the Steelers organization, and he's the next Big Ben. So he looked right across the freaking locker room and saw Kenny Pickett and thought that guy could be the guy. Now people say, well, Tomlin signed off on it. Hell no, he didn't sign off on it. Mr. Rooney signed off on it. You better believe he did. So that error was a mistake. And all across the board, for you Yenzies, I'm going to educate you again. Bad or missed quarterback picks in the first round gets a GM fired. The reason why Kevin Colbert didn't get fired is because he quit. Because if he would have been there for that pick, they would have fired Kevin Colbert. They would have fired him. Because that's how much GMs get fired all the time for missing quarterbacks. So that error is what you call a missed quarterback. And the Steelers organization is not used to that. Hell, the Steelers don't pick quarterbacks like that anyway. They don't pick quarterbacks like that. But that was a total misfire and miss. So, and I know people are going to be like, no, Kevin Colbert was, I'm telling you, that was between him and Rooney for that pick, bro. Tomlin didn't have no part of that. I'm telling you he didn't. So, all them conspiracies and all whatever else. And listen, I'm not saying Kevin Colbert didn't have some good years. Kevin Colbert had some very good years at the very beginning. At the beginning. But his last 5 years, he was asleep at the wheel. So the error was the end of Kevin. Last 5 years was he was asleep at the wheel. Exit Kevin Colbert. Insert Omar Khan. Tate. That's what I think about the error. He was stuck in his ways. He used the old school drafting formula.
Facts.
You draft, you develop your players, you don't make moves, you don't be aggressive. Everything that has been opposite with Omar Khan. Hence, we've never seen an offseason like the Steelers just had this year. So, Big G, I want you to address Claude's comment real quick, then I'm going to talk about the next quarterback.
Well, it ain't a super chat, so you automatically know where he headed as soon as I get done reading this. Claude Bishop G says, G, stop being a hypocrite because you love Kenny Pickett. No, we didn't. We said that he could turn into something. But after that first weeks or so, me and Tate both said, no, dog, he got to go.
I was saying out the draft, I was saying he could be, I see a poor man's Joe Burrow in him. I said that. I'm on record for saying that.
Tate did.
I'm on record for saying that. Well,
Nostradamus.
I'm acknowledging mine. I don't know what you're going to do about yours, but I'm not going to say
Nostradamus.
Real quick, Colbert, as you say, clutched the pearls with draft capital, wasn't up to the modern way, hiring Matt Canada, drafting Pickett, ignoring the offensive line for a decade.
Artie Burns.
On
What
all
the
his
hell?
picks,
Yeah.
all his picks since 2015 until he retired. You know, one guy made up All-Pro, and that was T.J. Watt. That will get any GM fired.
Yeah.
And that's why the Steelers are where they're at now.
Yeah.
And they actually have treaded water and actually done bad for a team to blow 5 straight drafts.
Oh, yeah. They've overachieved, honestly, when you
Yeah.
look at what they've put out there.
Yeah. Yeah. All facts. Claude. Tate, he didn't go to the rubber room.
Okay. Big Pun said, G, that's absurd. I would say the guy who failed to get a viable number 2 wide receiver 2 years had a heavy say in Pickett.
Omar Khan?
Omar Khan only had Pickett for 1 year that he was a GM.
Yes.
And he drafted George Pickens, who wasn't talent, but who was a head case.
Right. And he had to fix everything else.
He rolled the dice and it missed.
Yeah, he had to fix everything else.
He was hoping that Tomlin and the culture could help Pickens mature, but it didn't work.
Yeah. He had to fix and he still
You had to go, Pun.
Bye.
Well, Claude got one too, don't he?
Rubber room.
Crazy, man. You right. I am crazy.
EM Marcus 39 out there assassinating Claude and them Yenzies talking about he throwing up Kevin Colbert's draft picks, Louder Milk, Liao. He throwing them up there in the live chat. Yeah, he throwing them up there. Super chat by Juice Bellamy too, bro. Yeah, get out of here, Claude. Kevin Colbert was big trash.
Juice.
Devin Bush, look at that. That's another trash one.
But see, I told you and Shannon one day Devin Bush was not a bad pick. He played well his rookie year. When he got hurt, he was never the same. So I'm going.
He was soft.
He played
He was
well
Sherman.
rookie year.
Hey, when he come out on draft night in that suit, if they were going to draft him, they shouldn't have drafted him.
Facts. Let's take they throwing Benny Snell, Ziggy Hood. They throwing all kind of dudes up in there, dog. Come on, man. Come on. They assassinating Kevin Colbert, bro.
Hey, man. So they're put these two together, but I think Duck Hodges didn't play after Ben. He played the season Ben was hurt. But Duck wasn't even supposed to be there. Duck was a practice squad player. When Ben got hurt, they had to make the move, and then Mason got hurt, was playing bad, and Tom was like 2 peas in the bucket, muck it. And he put Duck in and told Duck, just don't lose the game. Just don't lose the game. You know? And Steelers actually won a couple games. Mason Rudolph, at that time, he wasn't the Mason we saw at the end of 2023. He was Mason out there getting hit by Earl Thomas, face mask Mason getting hit in the head by Myles Garrett.
Oh my God.
Got hurt in the Jets game in where they last time I believe they played in New York. Mason, the Steelers as a team, Tomlin as the coach, the defense of the defense, the players Cam Hayward, TJ Watt, they make some of these quarterbacks record look better than what it would be if they were somewhere else.
Yeah.
Total facts. Total facts.
Artie Burns. Somebody brought up Artie Burns. Hey, we don't get the guy we want. Let's knee-jerk reaction to take the next corner on the board. And I don't even think they ever wanted Artie Burns.
No, they didn't. They wanted to do what the Bengals took.
Yeah, they should have moved away from that, and they panicked. But that was just Colbert. But but I wish that I'd been Devin Bush's agent because he missed his calling. He should have been in another athletic field. He could have been a great matador. Because he olayed every tackle.
Olay. Super chat from Chaz H, too, right after that Mark Stewart. There you go. Chaz H says, who are you guys looking forward to seeing the most this weekend against Jacksonville? Hope your health should be good, Big G. Love the show, fellas. Chaz, thank you, ma'am. I'm actually feeling a whole lot better. It's improving a little bit more every day. But I'll throw it to the fellas. Who y'all looking forward to, bro?
Hold on, we're going to finish with that. So I said about Mason. After Mason was who? That was last year, right?
Yeah. Rusty
No, it
and
was
Justin.
Fields.
Yeah, go
Justin
ahead,
Fields.
Shannon. You take Fields, Shannon.
Yeah, it was Fields. And again, I don't think he got a fair shot.
Mhm.
I was that's who I wanted to come back this year.
Me too. Me too.
And it still have the same plan of drafting a quarterback next year. But I wanted to see Fields. But you know, when you do a guy wrong, you know, he didn't want to come back.
Mhm.
And the Jets, you know, they went after him hard, and the Steelers couldn't match or wouldn't match. So,
Mhm.
but I have nothing. I wish Fields the best as long as he ain't playing the Steelers.
Facts.
They aggressively went after him.
Exactly.
They didn't go after him hard. Aggressively pursued Justin Fields.
Ain't
But
no Diddy.
Big
I
G,
can't find my sign.
you take Russ, Big G. What do you think about him?
A mistake.
Yeah.
And listen, this is the one I put on Tomlin. Mike Tomlin never should have promised Russell Wilson the starting quarterback position.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I put this 100% on Mike Tomlin. It should have been, okay, we get to camp, we're going to battle it out, and whoever plays better in the regular season or in the preseason is going to get the starting opportunity. And I don't think Rusty was ever serviceable. He had one big game against the Cincinnati Bengals. And I mean, after that, he looked atrocious. And part of it was because he couldn't see downfield. He couldn't see. Listen, I watched a lot. And when I say a lot of all 22 film, bro, there was guys running wide open, and Russ couldn't see him. He just couldn't see him. He couldn't see over the top of the line. He couldn't see any crossing routes. All he could see for sure was the moon ball, because that was the release to the left and the right. He couldn't see. And so it was a mistake. He never should have went away from him.
When you think about it, Russ has always been like that. He just had athleticism when he was younger.
Facts.
He never was a purely from the pocket. And he moved around. He, a lot of sandlot football was best years up there in Seattle. That's why he's so clutch out of the comeback, because once he breaks containment, he'll light you up. But when you get to be 35, 36, and that's your game, not that your game can't evolve and you adapt and then develop different things, but Russ didn't. So now you stuck with these 36-year-old legs and you still 5'7", it becomes different. So, that's the whole thing. So moving forward, Shannon, we current quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Well, what are you thinking about him as we go into the season?
Well, it's funny. I've seen a lot of comments about him. And some are saying, "Oh, the Steelers are concerned. He looks old, and he's not." And then other people at camp are saying, "Oh, he looks really good, and the offense is starting to come together, and they're getting some." So I think going against a really top defense like I think the Steelers have right now will only make the offense better in the long run.
Yeah, facts.
I think there'll be some growing pains to start out, but I think it's going to help the line blocking. They're going to be tougher. There have to be more communication there, more cohesiveness because of how hard practice is. And I think if you give Rodgers guys, he can throw them open with his accuracy and his quick release. So I think he was well worth the 1 year risk because if it doesn't pan out and he's not successful, nothing changes. But you do have a shot to go all in and make a run this year.
Yeah. 100%, Tate. I'm with Shannon. 100% with that one.
I don't disagree, and I'll even go a step further. I think Jaime says Russ was legit. Russ, I'm a Russ fan, but that's a young Russ fan. When Russ got in the building, he wasn't the locker room cancer like had been reported before he got to Pittsburgh. But
no, that wasn't a problem.
That wasn't a problem at all. He was just overly positively negative. Like his positivity is happy-go-lucky everything, man. You don't want that from a quarterback. I'd rather Aaron Rodgers' attitude than I would Russ's attitude. Because Russ just seemed fake after a while. Once he's in your building and you listen to him every week at all the press conferences and we lost and we can do it. We just got to blah, blah, blah. I'm tired of that, Russ, man.
But I think that's who he is. I don't think he's fake.
It is who he is. Yeah, no. Yeah. I'm not, you're right. Fake was the wrong word. I don't think it's fake. I think it's who he is.
Yeah.
And I think, that could have worked in Seattle wasn't working in Pittsburgh. I think Justin Fields got the opportunity. I think that was part of him coming to Pittsburgh. Was Tomlin told me he's going to get a rest for $1 million. You got to get out of try too, just like giving Aaron Rodgers a try this year. But I thought once Justin Fields started the season and got off to a 4-2 start, and everything that could be potential of the offense, they should have stayed with Fields.
I agree.
The next quarterback, Big G, you go ahead and take. Well, no, you know probably know about the college. So Shannon, your thoughts real quick on Will Howard and Mason Rudolph now. Them two.
I like the quarterback depth. All three guys can play the same system. You don't have to really tweak the offense. If anything, Howard has more mobility, so you can add a little bit more RPO in there. But, if you want to do the 3 and 4 tight end sets, move the guys, put Jonnu Smith in the backfield. There's so many things they can do with this skill sets. They are much more talented at the skill position this year than they were last year. So I like all the quarterbacks. And like I said, I would still like to see Howard be the emergency 3 just so he can have some development time, some experience with the game planning and around the veterans, Rodgers and Rudolph. And so the Steelers will know what they have going into next year.
A big pun. In fairness to everybody, he said Kevin Colbert had a great first part of his career, but his last 5 years is what we're attacking. He drafted Troy Polamalu. He drafted Ben Roethlisberger. He drafted Le'Veon Bell. He got AB in the 6th round. We know about all that stuff. Yeah. But from 2017 till he retired, hey, bro, he effed up.
Well, go back to even 14 and 15. It was a long stretch of mediocrity to below par.
Yeah, get him out of here.
Big G, go ahead and did you say something about Mason Rudolph too, Shannon?
Yes, I like both guys. Like I said, because they can all fit the same system.
Okay. So Big G, well, first Shannon gonna transition to you. You think the Steelers draft the quarterback early next year, Shannon?
I think it'll depend on who's available. Do they pick up a wide receiver too this year through trade, or find a guy emerge? Say, I don't care if it's Austin or Wilson, or they pick up a guy to cut down. It'll depend, but it also is going to depend on what happens with Broderick Jones. Are they looking for another tackle?
Yeah.
Big G, two quarterbacks, Big G, coming out the draft that you were interested in, you think the Steelers should be interested in. Tell us a little bit about them. Then we're going to address Chaz's comment and talk about the Jacksonville, what we're looking forward to seeing and who we're looking forward to seeing. And then we're going to keep the train on schedule and get out of here. Go ahead, Big G.
So the two quarterbacks that I'm interested in the most for the Pittsburgh Steelers being able to draft in the 2026 NFL draft, my number one guy, my number one priority is LeNoris Sellers.
Why?
LeNoris Sellers is everything that you need in a modern quarterback. He's 6'4", 6'5". He's legitimate 230 to 235 pounds. He's been clocked at 23 miles per hour plus on the track. So 23 miles an hour plus. So that's like a 4.3 or 4.4 40-yard guy. I saw him in college break 75-yard runs and just go. But he's got a super arm and he's super accurate. So, we need a modern – to me, that is a modern Big Ben. Big, strong kid that can run all over the yard, but he's more athletic than Ben. He can just run, flat out run. So LeNoris Sellers is my number one target. My number 2 target is Cade Klubbnick. I think Cade Klubbnick in a Pittsburgh Steelers uniform would be serviceable. He's gritty, he's accurate, he's strong, and he comes from good coaching from the quarterback position at the collegiate level with Dabo Swinney. Now, you can say what you want to say about Deshaun Watson and with Trevor Lawrence, but transitioning those two guys from the college level into the pros, there was no misses. Trevor's had some struggles, and Deshaun, when he first started out, Deshaun was a killer. So Cade Klubbnick comes from that regime, and when a head coach or a program shows that they can turn pro quarterbacks, Cade Klubbnick is a guy, bro. So I like both of those guys moving into 2020.
Those are my two as well, Big G. I've been on Cade Klubbnick a long time. No Diddy. I've been a supporter of Cade Klubbnick for a long time. I mean, coming out this draft, I like LeNoris Sellers too, just because of the upside. I think it's more raw potential, but I think if he reaches that potential, I don't think it's as big as a stretch as what Anthony Richardson was.
No.
You know what I mean? He's a better college quarterback than Anthony Richardson was. More starts, more games. Yeah, I mean, I like both those guys.
Yep.
We got two super chats. We got Chance, and Claude had another one.
Claude again with the nonsense. But go ahead, Tate. We want to address Chaz, you said.
Yeah, let's do Chaz's first, and then we'll come back to Claude's. So what are you guys looking forward to seeing? Let's be quick about it. Somebody on offense, somebody on defense, and some schematically you're looking to see. Even though I don't think they'll do much schematically, because I don't think you show a lot in your first preseason game. But your thoughts on that first, Big G?
Offensive line being able to protect. My offensive player is Rock Taylor. I need to see Rock Taylor make a big-time play so that way he can fight for position. On defense, I want to see Harmon. Listen, he's not hurt. Tomlin said it's just the bumps and bruises that's been going on in the camp. I actually read the direct quote. He's probably going to practice tomorrow and play. I don't think he's going to get that many snaps, but I want to see Jack Sawyer get some snaps and get some play. And I want to see what Jack Sawyer
took your guy, Shannon. Took your guy.
Yeah.
Took one of them. Took one of them.
Yeah. So my offensive guy, Rock Taylor, defensive guy, Jack Sawyer, bro.
See, Shannon, Big G always trying to make you go first. See, that time it worked against you. I made him go first for you, and it worked against you. But
Facts.
You go ahead, Shannon. Your player on each side of the ball who you looking forward to seeing?
Well, I don't want to. I got to mention them both. I don't want to take one of your guys, Tate, but Caleb Johnson. I seen him. I seen him in practice. I want to see what that looks like in the game. Because
that was my guy though. But go ahead.
Oh, he definitely impresses me. My defensive guy was going to be Sawyer. So next, it's Y.A. Black.
Another good one.
Every report is how strong he is and how he collapses the pocket, he gets his hands up, and he's hard to. That's the kind of guy the Steelers have been needing. So you get him and Harmon in the same draft. Come on, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing Black. Really am.
And I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about Black. I heard he's number four defensive lineman now.
He's moving up. He's moving up.
And they're rotating him all up and down the line. They're up all. He's been a nose tackle, both strong side and weak side defensive end.
They're going to change his last name to Jefferson because he's moving on up.
Hey, for everybody too old to know what that references to, the show The Jeffersons.
Yeah,
that's moving on up into a penthouse in the sky. So 1970 sitcom, but us OGs know about it.
Yes.
But my guy on offense now, you guys done kind of took everybody. Well, at least I didn't think of Rock Taylor, but that was a really good one. I'm looking to see what Roman Wilson does, man. I think he just needs the game for his confidence, make some plays. Makes a splash. I think him and Mason Rudolph can have a connection. And Big G and Kurt made me think maybe Mason Rudolph only plays the first quarter. Then, so that first quarter is going to be big for the offense. I don't know that we expect much out of Skylar Thompson, but he has some pro experience. He played in the playoff game.
Facts.
So, so maybe, we see some continuity and stuff against Jacksonville's second and third team because Skylar Thompson probably plays from early to mid-second quarter for the rest of the game, I would guess. I don't
but
think
if he got hurt, who would they go to?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Ain't nobody else.
It ain't nobody. They probably put Scotty Miller back there.
Yeah.
But my defensive player, I want to take somebody that's not a big name, and somebody I do want to see play. Jack Sawyer and Y.A. Black were some great takes. Yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and go with Shannon's boy. Just see what he's working with, man. I'm gonna take Sebastian Castro. Yeah. I really was thinking Chuck Clark, but Chuck Clark's a vet. Even though he's new to the team, I don't think he plays that much because he is a vet. Tomlin gonna respect that. So Sebastian Castro should get a lot of snaps. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do back there, because I'm sure he'll play some mix of strong and free.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to see what he looks like as a chess piece back there, moving around the defense.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, those are a couple of the players we each are looking forward to seeing. Now we'll get Claude super chat. Thanks, Claude, for the super chat. Go ahead and read it, Shannon, because Big G might put him in the measure if he read it.
Thank you, Claude, for the 5. Said
It's ridiculous.
they won't be serious contenders until Tomlin, Terrell Austin, Pat Myers, and Aaron Smith are all gone, but keep Danny Smith. Well, Danny Smith is doing really well, and I'm a guy who's not a special. I was on him a lot for how bad the special teams were, but he's done much better recently. So yeah, I like Danny, but yeah, this is a big year for Austin and Myers and really Smith, because I think we can see a lot of them guys gone if this is another disaster.
Well, I think they keep Smith no matter what. Unless it just falls apart. I mean, if the offense gets better than it was last year, because he had his players, he has all his ingredients, so he needs to do something. But I don't know if he's fireable. Everybody else is fireable.
If Austin can't make this work,
yeah,
there's the problem.
That's what I said. Everybody else is fireable.
Yeah.
Myers, Terrell Austin. I don't think Arthur Smith would get fired, but if they don't perform like better than they have been, I think they go ahead and let him go, pay him the money, and then bring in a new quarterback with an offensive coordinator that they pick to work with said quarterback. Big G.
Hey, man, I want to trade Claude, dog. I want to trade Claude. I want to trade him.
Claude can have that super chat, won't put you in the matrix, but dumb stuff in the regular chat, Claude will.
You've seen all them signs I flashed on him. Get him out of here.
I ain't no OG. I still got Similac on my breath.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get Claude out of here, man. Claude, you lucky. You lucky I ain't on that trigger, dog. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, boy, it get ugly.
Where should he go, G?
The rubber room.
All right. I'm gonna let you send him to the rubber room. Then I'm gonna send him somewhere else.
All right.
Crazy, man. You right. I am crazy.
Yeah.
Claude,
That's where
Big G,
you belong.
Kick rocks. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, man. Just take a lap, Claude.
How many feet are in a mile? 5,280 feet. You pick this ball up, you run every one of them.
Get the stepping.
Get your ass around the corner, Claude, right now. 5,000, whatever amount he said. Get this step in. Get your ass around the corner. Stop playing with me, dude. What's wrong with you, man?
All right, fellas. With that being said, man, we walked through the quarterbacks from Big Ben to Kern and took a look into the potential future. Last question, we out of here. If Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers go 12-5, win a playoff game, maybe two, maybe make it to the division round for sure. But if they could get into an NFC Championship game and Aaron Rodgers wants to come back, do you bring him back?
Yes. Absolutely. One more year, one more run. Because you're going to improve the 53-man roster again. Yes, that's my answer.
Shannon, your thoughts?
The parameters were 12-5 and a couple rounds in the playoffs.
One win for sure. You competing in the second round, or maybe winning. I mean, if you go to the divisional round and you lose a close game to Buffalo, and he wants to come back, do you bring him back?
That's tough. I had to see what he looks like this year. They might win
they win 12-5.
Yeah, but it might not. He might just be game managing, and it might be because everything around him, not solely on him. I couldn't say till I seen it.
Once again, Big G, Shannon stepped out of ever answering the question directly. So yeah. All right. Well, no, I think you bring him back, and you still consider drafting that quarterback, and him and Will Howard sit behind Aaron Rodgers one last year. Then there's your QB room for 2027. Will Howard, the new guy, let him battle it out. I mean, you still got to draft the talent in the room, but if Will Howard can be the first round talent, and he's your guy in 2027, if that's how it works out. So
Yeah.
I would bring Aaron Rodgers back if he wants to come back, and he has to come back for like a similar price that he's here now.
Yeah, yeah.
So
But
with that being the caveat, go
I
ahead.
got one more thing. I'm so disappointed that Corey Trice is dealing with injury again. Because I'm rooting for that young man. But I don't think that James Pierre got the memo that he has no shot to make the roster because all he's doing is making plays. So we'll have to see what happens in the game. But, I mean, I think he has no plans on going quietly into that big good night.
Shannon.
Yeah, no, I don't.
What's the sign say?
I hope not. I hope Trice can heal up. But he can't stay healthy.
I'm rooting for Trice, but now I'm definitely sold on Eccles, though. I wasn't a few weeks ago, but I am now.
Eccles sounds like he's doing really well, yes.
Yeah. So I'm definitely sold on Eccles. I think they still like Trice's talent, being that they have so much versatility. I mean, Jalen Ramsey can play everywhere. Thornhill can play free and come drop down a nickel. Darius Slay can play man and play zone. I mean, Eccles can play nickel and play outside. I mean, I think they keep him. Yeah, they got depth. I think they keep Corey Trice because I think he's a better long-term project. And if he goes doesn't come out year 3 healthy, then you let him go after this year, maybe during the season even. But I think you give him a chance. You don't judge him because that's a soft tissue injury. I mean, it wasn't like his knee before and some of the other stuff in the previous times. I mean, so.
But he's just prone. He's prone.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. But fellas, with that being said, y'all want to say anything before we go ahead and get on out of here? And thanks everybody for joining us, man. We Vegas TJG said 3 QBs have a playoff win at 40 or older. Breeze 1, Vinny Testaverde 1, and Tom 10 times. Good nugget there, Vegas. Good nugget, definitely.
Well,
I heard that.
Gary add Rodgers to that list.
Rodgers to the list. But fellas, anything you want to say before we get on out of here?
No, man, just make sure. Like I said, hey, man, listen, we appreciate all y'all killing it and rocking with us on the KnoItAllz podcast, on Pump Your Brakes, on Steel Curtain Network, on Smash the Gas. Y'all, we're growing, and we can't grow without you guys. We appreciate y'all. I give Claude hell, and you know what? I might regret saying this, but Claude, you my dude, but your takes be big trash. So listen, man, we appreciate people like Claude. Everybody rocks with us. Kathy, Afton, Jar Devil. I can run down the names of people that's here every single freaking week, man. We appreciate it, man.
Hey,
go, bye. See, I tried to compliment you, and you act a damn fool. Put his ass in the Matrix. Put him in the Matrix right now. He had to act.
And with that,
I tried to.
Big G, you two fellas are dysfunctional.
Get him out of here.
Paul said, great show as usual, Shannon. With that, until next week on here, be sure to check us out Friday on the homies. Check us out Sunday on the KnoItAllz. Until we see you then, we out. Peace.
Let's go.
Mamba out.